Hi guys, in this video I will show you how to use this tool called SNL Editor. So this tool could help you to accelerate your work if you need to design some schematics, some electronic. So if you go to this link, this URL, you can see in this section this SNL assistant on ChatGPT. So the page provides you this GPT, this custom GPT. If you open this, you can have this custom GPT to generate any kind of circuit that you want. So this GPT has the all documentation to use and how to navigate on the editor. So to start more quickly, you need to create an account. You can create an account with Google, and you can log in with Google too. When you log in the editor, you will go to this tool called SNL Editor. So you need to create a new project. For example, we're gonna create an Arduino with some sensor to read for potentiometer, and we are gonna do all this project so fast. So I will put name this to this project like circuit proof circuit. When you create the project, you have this sheet, and this section is called SNL Visual. If you switch this, you have here the compiler here, and you need to write the code here. So to start more quickly, you can ask to IA to have any kind of circuit that you want. So for example, in this case, I will ask to GPT to have an Arduino that could have an ADS-116. This is an ADS converter with 4 potentiometer of 10K. So we have this simple line here, and if you ask for the code, GPT will ask to the documentation that this custom GPT has. So we are gonna copy this code that GPT is generating. Well, it's finished. You need to copy here, you go here, you need to delete this line here and paste. When you have this code, you need to push this here button here, compile. You have here the information that say the compilation is completely, and you need to switch here. When you switch here, you have the all component that you need to have this project. So if you can be more precise when you ask for some circuit, but if you don't know for what is this component or for what is component, you can push this button here or active this button here, and you can see that relation between components. So each component has relation with another component, and this line, this red line here, means that this component has more relation with these components that with this component. But this is useful when you have a complex circuit. For example, when you have this kind of circuits, for example, obviously you can have more help more useful of this tool. Okay, so we are gonna return to our circuit, and if you know how the schematics they are, you need to net 4 pins here, and the program know that what pin go with what pin. So in this, for example, if you don't put this pin here because this pin and this pin has some relation, and you just click in another pin that this pin don't have relation, you're gonna have an error here. So you just need to net all components that you need. So in the case, and if the wire is so long of component, is so so they have a long distance, you can give double key here, and you can create a level port here. Yes, it's just like that. So you can make for all components, and if you can find the pin where this pin go, you can give double key here, and the program will show you that these two components has relation with this pin and this pin. So you need to just wire both pin, and when you finish all pin that you need to knit, the program here will show you that you are just three pins you need to finish. So we have here 3 uses, and we have here 8 nets to complete. So I will finish this. I will finish all nets that the program are asked me to finish. So now we are finished all schematic. Now we have for example, you can give double key here, and the program tell you that you need to net these two components here. So I will net this, and we are finished all the schematic. And if you can organize in the better way, if you put more nettle ports. If you have some schematic, if you don't know where this label port go, you can give double key here, and the program show you where net are compatible with this name. So the program is telling you that this net port is with this net port are equal. So that's how you can accelerate your project. You need to go, then when you finish the project, you can save here, and you can have any ship that you want. No, don't worry about that. And each sheet of project, you have an independent code here. So that's it all for this video. But we can try for another video, for another test. We are gonna ask for example, if I want to add, I don't know, for example, if I want to add another component here using with the same Arduino, we can ask to IA to have another circuit hit, but we can't touch this project because this project worked, for example. And I will ask you to I need to add an LM298 driver with 2 motors add to Arduino and so I will create another sheet here, and I will go to, or I will switch here. I will delete this line here, and I will copy the code that GPT will give me. So I will wait for the code. So GPT are saying me that gonna assume the same circuit. So I will copy here the code, I will pass the code here, and I will compile. So the program is telling me that I have another sheet with the same components, and that component are native. So I'm gonna import here GPT. The program is telling me that if I would import here the net that I create in another project. So I will import here, I will switch, and I have here the same schematic that I have, and now I can now net the component that is now how can I say this, the component that it needs to net. But I have here the same circuit with the same wires that I made in the before sheet. I will save this project, and now I just need to create the net here. If you can test the program, you can see that the program works fine. So the Arduino here and the Arduino here, we have 2 pins because we just need 2 pins to communicate by I2C protocol here. And we have here the same pin here to communicate with this sensor here, and we now here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pins to drive this driver motor. That's all for this video. I will upload another kind of video to explain other characteristics of the program. If you put here now the application map here, you can see what relation we have with each component. So that's all for this video. If you have some question, you can tell me any kind of question, and you can go to the documentation of the software, the program, and you can go to the SNL Editor custom GPT made by the app, and you can ask anyone you want to know. So that's all for this video, and thanks for all. See you next video.